Aboya Boshishe Eku Oshe Ifa Oshe Egbe Akika Shege Oshun Ore Yeo Eshu Aje Olofin. May all the divinities support us and may we avoid contention with the Iyami. I am Latona Ifa Bileke Oluwo of Iliadingbe, Charlotte, North Carolina. Come check us out, 2028 Woodland Drive. Ojibona Iyadudu Temples. Shop with us on Etsy. Follow us and come join us on Patreon at Iyadudu World Academy. Shop with us for all your Ose Dudu and Obi needs. The ancestors start out this week by asking us to remember to be at peace, right? It is through longevity, a longevity that is assured by the ancestors, that we will enjoy peace. The ancestors ask us with, continued patience that we should be successful. In this, the Odu Ifa Ogbe Fun tells us, right? It warns us in a way, it warns really those around us. It warns those around us about our purpose, our growth, right? It says that we cannot be held back. Ogbe Fun says, he who sprouts gloriously and moves sideways. The tail of the horse does not stay in one place. Ifa's message for Atiro said when going to Oro land on Ifa mission. He was advised to offer a bow. When going somewhere, we're moving back and forth with our destiny. We're moving from one place to another. We're on a path to success. We're on a path to children. We're on a path to spouse. We're on a path to good health. Along this path, along this course, we must grow. We have to understand that not everybody will see our growth. Not everyone will like our growth, our progress. Not everyone will be accepting of our blessings. We have to understand that. In the same way, we have to understand that we are different. The way that your ancestors support you, the way that Ifa supports you, the way that your destiny supports you, the things that you chose, it's not for everyone to see. We have to remember, right, when those seeds are planted, not every seed will grow. Not everyone will be able to move the way you move. Not everyone will be able to do the things you do. Everyone may not be able to grow in the way you've grown, see the things you've seen. We have to understand that when we in those times, right, it's the growth that they're scared of. Your confidence to continue to grow, your confidence to continue to move, your drive. Because you cut off these things that no longer serve you, right? It's arrogance. Oh, you being arrogant. No, it's just that we being self-assured. We can recognize the things that help our destiny. We can recognize the direction that we must go. We understand the different types of support that we may receive, especially from the ancestors. This was what Atiro understood when he went to Ifa consultation, when he was going to Oroland. If I told him that the people are not going to agree with where you're going, the people may not agree with what you're doing, the people may not understand why you do these things. It is only they fear, right, that keeps them from accepting. It's someone's fear of who you will become, what you will become, where you're going, what you can do, what they can't. These things cause fear in other people along your path. It's only fear that made them question you. The ancestors ask that we not have fear, that we not entertain uncertainty on the path of our destiny. It says that there will be those who will cry about our blessing. This is the word, oral. The ancestors have spoken. The ancestors have laid out a plan that we must accomplish. This goal we must accomplish. This direction we must go. The ancestors have a plan for each one of us. While we are in alignment with the plan of our ancestors, with our destiny, there are those who will plot and plan to disrupt it. Ifa says no. Ifa says we must continue to be patient on the path. We must continue our focus in our direction. Where others may be in a rush to move past us, the ancestors Ifa ask us not to rush. Continue your pace. Maintain your focus. Sometimes we have to understand it's dangerous to be blessed. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to have array. It's dangerous to have spouse. It's dangerous to have children. It's dangerous to have prosperity. Why? Because those people, those things will conspire against us to distract us, to deter us, to move you away from it, to put you in misery, obstacle, challenge. It's dangerous being elevated. It's dangerous. It's rewarding, though, to have your blessing, to be able to see and maintain the blessing that is a part of your destiny, to know what the blessing is before you receive it. And even though you face challenge and obstacle, uncertainty, even indecision at times, that you are still able to acquire it, that you're still able to hold on to your destiny, that you're still able to enjoy life. So it's challenging, right? Because sometimes if I ask us to play the fool, so we have to understand who can play the fool. Only the intelligent can play the fool. The fool cannot be or play intelligent. It's important that we understand that. The intelligent can play the fool, but the fool cannot play intelligence. We have to understand as well that the fool will plot the downfall of the elevated. Remember, I said it's dangerous to have blessing. It's dangerous to have blessing because what happens is they will realize you have the thing that they don't. You will have the blessing at the right time when they don't. The ancestors and Ifa ask us to remember that these things are a part of our destiny. That the blessings we have are ours alone. What the ancestors plan will come to success. What the ancestors plan, what Ifa plans, will meet an accomplishment. The destiny that we have, the destiny that you have, is supported not only by Ifa but by your ancestors. You have to understand your success that was planned and agreed upon by the Irumale, by the Orisha, by the ancestors, intimidates people. It intimidates them. It causes fear. You have to understand your destiny causes people to fear what you will become. It intimidates them. It makes them ashamed because they're focused on your destiny instead of their own. The ancestors, Ifa, say that we will have honor and recognition and respect. So being able to sprout gloriously, right? The Ifa, the Yoruba says, Atu Yagba. It means being released. Right? The seed sprouts, it forms roots first. Those things that are done under the surface, beneath the surface. How are you growing beneath the surface? We will then be able to see the growth above the surface that has happened already below the surface. You have to grow internally. These things, these feelings, these thoughts, these emotions that drive us in our destiny, in our path, we must come to terms with them. We must release those things that hold us back. Being released to sprout and bloom and grow. Ami Yagba, old, or growing in different directions. Being able to move in different directions. Right? The Ifa says that the tail of the horse does not stay in one place. Elevation. For the horse to even be present, it signifies elevation. By sticking to the plan, by growing the way that you need to grow below the surface and above the surface. That which is unseen and seen. Even though it may come with challenge, you will be elevated through that. This was Ifa's message to Atiro. Say, this is Ifa's message to all of us. Our growth below the surface is expressed above the surface in the things that we do. We have to understand that we must continue to grow and that growth may not be recognized by others. Ifa and our ancestors support us in this growth. Ashe. Check us out at 2028 Woodland Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina. Come visit us on Patreon at Iyadudu World Academy. Shop with us on Etsy at Iyadudu Botanica. Remember us when it comes to your Ogbe and Ose Dudu needs. Aburu, Aboye, Aboshishe.